Robbie 9, come in, out of the internet, little buddy. Get your VM Army boots on. Bring Drill Sergeant 66 with you. Oh, hey, Robbie 9. What do you mean is Ice Cube 3 here? Yeah. Why do you always ask that? He shows up to work for free, not get paid Vatican debt credits. He shows up, Robbie 9. He's already here. He beat you in. What do you think of that? Where's John Jar? Oh, hey, G.I. Joe 66. What's happening, my little drill sergeant? Self-duplicating robot man of the Ultraman Superman. Male model guest host. Guest star, Robbie 9. Worldwide, Robbie 9. We're worldwide Burl Militia. The exact opposite of the VM plan. Let's get a little reading on Robbie 9 over here. There he is. Hey, Robbie 9. Little air freshener head I made you. Looking good there, buddy. Close up. Extreme close up. Robbie 9. Zero. There's Drill Sergeant Man. Truth Cannon. Global sphere of a globe world planet. Contractual world globe on a teacher's desk planet Earth. Oh, look at the fucking government. The government's spying on us, Robbie 9. They got the credit cards, the badges, the eyeball, the dare to keep off drugs, super jackpot from the lottery, and the baby, the child from the mother's arms as soon as they're done shitting their pants. There was a baby, Robbie 9. Then they registered it as a genderless legal fiction federal corporation bankrupt for death, but for capital L letter life and for their only life. For their birthday present, the very day they were born. Isn't that sweet? They registered them away and they sacrificed them away, Robbie 9. Not for me. No, they didn't do it for me. They did it for the British monarchy and the Vatican. Those babies, I claimed them all back 6 years ago today. Over 6 years ago today, Robbie 9. In privacy, privately, legal term means personal. Legal term means federal. Federal, corporately contracted by the British monarchy in military debt and in military service to the Vatican. You want to be official and authorized about it, Robbie 9. It's of the Holy Roman Empire. When, of course, the Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD. So they just put the word holy on there like they put holes in the Constitution and holes in the lifelong debt contract scam Bible. And what I can only imagine is the holy lifelong debt contract scam Quran. It says holy on it. So, of course, it's not full and complete. It's full of holes, Robbie 9. Because it's supposed to be. That's how you go to college and learn evolution, and it's the exact opposite of what the Freemason scam preachers and my parents, my legal guardians, my tax informers, my Vatican informants at the birth certificate contract that's voluntary, not issued to you by God, government. You voluntarily sign contracts. It's not forced, because that's illegal and unconstitutional, Robbie 9. No, it doesn't mean it's good. Legal doesn't mean good. Illegal doesn't mean bad. Doesn't even mean right or wrong, except for everything that we are doing is wrong. So I guess the opposite of that would be right, if there was such a thing. So anyway, I did a little practice show there, Robbie 9, for about, 13 minutes. I was just like I am now. I'm just getting into the show and then didn't hit the live button. So now I'm recovering from severe post-traumatic anger problems from doing that. And I am live. I am worldwide, just like I said VM would be, Robbie 9. If I believe it hard enough, bam, right into reality. Like if you believe you can own things, when you get contractual ownership, which is the exact opposite of you having things now that you're in legal or illegal possession of because you paid for it with not your money, contractual world, legal fiction, Vatican debt, and you can't own things, so you got contractual ownership instead. Now you pay taxes on it, Robbie 9. You pay your Vatican constitutor debt on it. URL legal term, legal definition, constitutor, the OR. Then URL, Treaty of Peace, 1783, but it started in 1763. Just don't worry about that. Then URL, the list of constitutions. Compare that with the list of federal Nazi corporations in the United Nations list, Robbie Nine. Like a little tribe of Indians, you know, that's a nation. Not with a capital N, though. Different, Robbie Nine. When it's capitalized. In capitis diminutu minima. Or capitis diminutu maxima. Like on your driver's license or your gravestone because you're civilly dead. Yeah, that legally matters, Robbie Nine. That does legally matter. So we're going to try to, without doing the same exact show that no one else knows or could do, that I have to do every time I hit the live button and be on TV when I don't want to be on TV. Because I show people legalese, you have to do that in text. And if you don't do anything as a team, well, that's just your opinion versus their opinion. You're not being a truth teller. You're just being a crybaby. You're being a town crier about the events you see every day as programmed, crying about your legal fiction buffer zone God government of by and for the Holy Roman Empire, backed up by the British might of the British Admiralty law in the courts, Robbie Nine. That's where I started off in 2003.5. And I was saying, I was falsely claiming, Robbie Nine, not in court with a small c, that the law of the sea was designed to subvert the law of the land. Guess what? Murder is not against the law because murder is a contractual policy violation. It's the common law legal system. Contractual, actual, factual, supernatural, anti-real, anti-true, unnatural, anti-natural, contractual policy, not law. Common law. The two words common law in a contract can't mean anything if they're in lowercase. Like my family name is not my legal name. Those are two different things. M-A-R-C, Douglas, comma, of the House of Vote. All lowercase, not contractual. Until you get this contractual part, you are a pure slave, worshiping government as God, no matter what you do. So you have to stop doing that, all of it, to even try to stand on the VM Army porch. If you don't stop doing that, you can't be trying to do what I'm telling you to do, which is the exact opposite of everything you think, believe, or believe you know. Because your anti-thinking and legal fiction make be the lie living things, acting federally as a federal corporate being, contractually, in everything you do. You got to stop that. You got to get off that pure slave heroin first before you can hit the rehab. Okay. Now, I'm just going to not mention the names. The VMAQ knows who the VM Army recruit Verbal Militia Army Queen is, if she's here. If I pay attention to writing in the chat, that's going to detract from what I'm saying. And here you go. There's just a normal post. There's a actual BAR registered claim British monarchy attorney there. He's the only one liking that, Robbie Nine. And he didn't know what a comma means in legalese. He doesn't know what a legal comma means. He still doesn't. Now, I like Peter Bugin, but I keep asking him these lawyer to contractual licensed and insured attorney questions that he doesn't answer. How am I supposed to learn things from you? I like to know things or not know things. If I know I not know things, then I can try to know them. See, Robbie Nine. If I just walk around, be the lie, living everything, that's how you anti-know things right there. That's the first thing you need to stop doing. If you're going to even attempt to be VM. What VM is a laser-focused, designed method and system of traveling the internet as a group and speaking out as Team VM. Team VM, team speak, Robbie Nine, for team fun. Because if you ever try to sell what is true, not the truth, Robbie Nine, you're never going to make one dime of Vatican debt cred selling anything that is true or real. Because slaves are so fake. That's why they're called artificial persons in the contract. Civilly dead, bankrupt federal corporations for life in the contract. Legalized terrorists as per the Patriot Act, Bill, Act, Statute, Anti-Law of 2017, revised again in the one-sided open-ended contract, Robbie 9. Going back to the other Emergency War Powers Acts, the U.S./world/federal financial emergency under the Commerce Clause, Robbie 9. The dollar is the world currency for a long time there, since Nixon, actually since 33, but / ongoing Vatican Nazi invasions like the Vietnam conflict, not war. The Korean conflict, not war. Operation import all the drugs for the CIA, Afghanistan. Iraqi freedom, Robbie 9. Operation Iraqi freedom. Yeah, those aren't wars. URL, official list of war declarations by Congress. The U.S. has not been in a war since 1945. The privately owned Federal Reserve and the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP is a contractual banking system policy for all banks. It can't be owned because if it was a corporation that was a bank, like had actual real or true things of value in it instead of legal fiction world Vatican debt, it still wouldn't be privately owned because you can't own things, and private businesses have been illegal since 1933. So it's not a private company, federal corporation bank, Robbie 9. It's fake bank buildings with fake debt you believe is money in it. They're warehouses for distributing paper, Robbie 9. Every bank has an FDIC sticker on it, though, after the Great Depression that was manufactured. And that FDIC sticker doesn't loan any World Vatican legal fiction debt, Robbie 9. That's your money you put in your bank as a loan. It's your anti-money you put in your anti-bank as an anti-loan for the Antichrist that you are as contractual artificial persons by holy pedophile design. Nothing magical or spiritual or have anything to do with any souls that aren't on the bottoms of your feet. Because that is crazy talk. Living after death, Robbie 9, like ghosts or zombies. Afterlife, dead as fuck. Look, I can cram words together too, Robbie 9. I just put 3 words together. Hey, must be true then. Afterlife, can't be true, but if you put 2 words together, bam, right into reality. No, not right into reality. Right into legal fiction actuality, anti-reality. Reality, I guarantee, is also what you believe. Like the truth is what you believe. Fact, what's in newspapers? Look those words up, English meanings. Okay. We didn't really go too far into that, but that is the show. I have to repeat that every time since no one else on the planet is saying it. And they're not saying it as a team. Or I would know where that team was and I would be fighting as hard as I could to lead that team, Robbie 9. There is no team like that. There is no VM team, because as soon as you tell a pure slave that it's contractual, there goes their sport about crying about their God government to get better crops, which has always worked perfectly, Robbie 9, because it's a republic and Congress has a democracy. Of course it's going to work perfect, set up by the founding Freemason child slave rapers that they can't own. Okay, what we're going to do is look at the last actions of this VMAR. Hopefully not soon to be ex-VMAR, VMAQ. Because no matter how informed I get someone, I could completely inform someone as one person, Robbie 9. They could know all the information that I know, but until they know that you can't just go convince people by yourself of anything or get anything accomplished by yourself, like me right now. I can't accomplish anything by myself. I'm completely informed, completely useless, completely futile, completely impotent, totally stupid and retarded what I'm doing by myself. Well, I'm trying not to do it by myself, Robbie 9. I'm not trying to claim I'm better than other people, but at least I'm trying to be completely informed, which I made it a point to be, so I am now, but not by myself to where I'm just, putting in my comments. Hey, here's my 2 cents on my take on things. about the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP that is the only information I see shared for the past 6 years after being completely informed, Robbie 9. So I got a little Urban Militia homework assignment. No activity here like a like. You know, every VM comment that another VM sees in the future, if there ever will be at least one other VM besides me, would already like that comment after they read it, though. That's kind of the key. You don't just like comments and not read them, Robbie 9. That's anti-communication, anti-VM is what that is. That's phone-tarded farce book programming is what that is. Bouncing around the internet. Hey, I'm on the internet, Robbie 9. I'm on my smartphone, but I can't stay in constant contact with anyone for more than 30 seconds. That is post 9/11 Fed PSYOP Operation Communication Breakdown, I named also, along with naming it The Scam. The Scam, not a scam, Robbie 9. Capital T, Capitis Diminutio Minima. The only one, Robbie 9. Worldwide, all around the planet, and if you spin the globe around on the teacher's desk and put your finger at it. The namer of the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP, the namer of Operation Communication Breakdown smartphone farce book, to where every chat's busted up into millions of little chats. There's no communication allowed here, people. Artificial persons. You're not being fake real truthers. You're not being fake actual truthers. You're being real truth hiding seekers as soon as you see that the scam is contractual, and that's all I see from my real true study of pure slaves after naming it the scam for 6 long years now. Okay, I'm not going to get upset, G.I. Joe 66. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. That means I need psychwackery pills. Okay, just settle down. I'm a little bit hyped up. I've got one VMAQ that could change everything overnight or hit the street tomorrow. That's where I am. I'm not that hard to communicate with. Not difficult, Robbie 9. So at least you shared the note. Well, I did that. I put it on our wall because here's something that people on smartphones don't know how to do. See where it says continue reading there? You have to actually click on that, see? And then look what happens, Robbie 9. You get to read the whole thing. But somehow people on phones have never hit a see more or continue reading tapped on button in their entire only existence. Gee, I wish somebody would search the entire internet for me for 10 years straight, Robbie 9, and give me all the information I can read in 9 minutes. Yeah, but I'm a little busy right now, Mark 27. Got to read something that might take 9 minutes. Time to go wash my dead dog that ran away when I was 3 years old, Robbie 9. Yeah, I need a cigarette, man. You think I should talk like this on the show every time? Ice Cube 3? You gotta be kidding me, man. I am off the fucking chain, man. No tequila necessary. I'm off the motherfucking chain. Sorry, kiddies. Don't listen to Mr. Rogers going not knowing time. Sorry, kids. Get the fuck off the anti-VM plan show. Anti-federal TV programming show. Well, all I see is pure slaves. Reactionary fake news. They got to cover and expose the corruption in the fake news, Robbie 9. As a town crier for the scam I named. In the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP I named. At Communication Breakdown Farce Book on a smartphone I named, Robbie 9. Where do you think I just come up with these fucking names? Ice Cube 3? It's what I say. And any real truth seeker who sees that legal definition of constitutor and doesn't fucking read that note until they know it by heart is a real truth hide and seeker. Not according to me. That is what you are. I'm not calling you a name. I'm not cyberbullying you online. Okay. All right. G.I. Joe 66. I chilled out. You chill out, man. Quit telling me to chill out. Okay, right, Robbie 9? Okay. So we should probably just scroll this note for pure slaves that have never seen any real and or true information in their entire only existence. Let's just do that. Put it on the show. How's my actual camera footage, Robbie 9? Or actual cameraman. Not a real or true cameraman, just the actual one. Contractual and actual. When I didn't sign a contract. I'm pretend contractual. I'm pretend actual, Robbie 9. Like I like to pretend to act free on my stupid bike with engine in it. When I can't own that bike, I didn't pay for it with my money. Obviously, it's not mine if I didn't pay for it with not my money. Contractual world, legal fiction, Vatican debt. But at least I'm not stepping out of a registered claim vehicle, Robbie 9. When I talk to the policy enforcers, I got to lick their boots like they're my Nazi gods because they are contractually and legally abiding for the holy pedophiles. See, I don't have a problem admitting that, Robbie 9. I call people government worshipers all the time just to try to make them think. I'm not a government worshiper. I'm an anarchist. Hey, yeah, you're a federal agent, contracted general federal agent, civilly dead for life, acting federally on Facebook, but you're an anarchist. Right? You're somebody who dreams about anarchy and calls people a status and doesn't know anything is what you are. In the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP, that's why they give you that stupid solution of anarchy, which shouldn't last 5 minutes if we ever do get 7.6 billion people to not sign the contracts on their offspring all at the same time. That is not a solution, Robbie 9. VM Army, our solution is murder. We go around telling people murder is not against the law because it's not. It's a contractual policy violation. Then you get to see the scam if you can open your eyes to even see that contractual, legal, easily provable in 3 minutes legal fact. Then you may be able to get to see the scam, Robbie 9, so you can slightly open your eyes and maybe see a glimpse of reality over and beyond and through actuality, legality, anti-reality. Neither exist. One's a contractual legal fiction. The other is a daydream like anarchy. Is it real or true? Do you know it or not? If you knew it, do you know what to do with the information? I do. The VM plan. What is your completely informed 9/11 lawyer version of a truth seeker? Completely informed the VM plan. I could speak on mine endlessly. Nothing would still ever get done if you were completely informed. Tell your being, doing, following, carrying out the VM plan. There is no the VM plan. If I were to jot it down on paper, Robbie 9 would be like a UFO designed spaceship compared to what everybody else anti-thinking legal fiction make believes. The VM plan. I had to hit the mute button. It cost me $25,000 for donations to my smart left-right paradigm nutraceutical pure slave pills I sell here on the Alex Jones TV show. Oh, wait, that's not my show, Robbie 9. That's the anti-VM show. The post 9/11 Fed PSYOP that VM's designed to replace show. The Consta Stupidest show, where he worships the debt contract scam of the Vatican when shall not mean shall in legalese. Yeah, shall be infringed doesn't quite sound as pretty, Robbie 9, as shall not be infringed. They aren't being infringed. You contracted them all away. Now they're being legally regulated away. The Bill of Rights, with a capital R rights, Robbie 9, that means contractual, legal, factual rights. Constitutional, contractual, debt slave rights. Not lowercase r rights in legalese. They're all gone. That's why they can be legally regulated away. If they were magical, mythical rights that don't exist and you were born with them, no way someone could ban them or restrict them or legally, contractually regulate them away. Those were your natural abilities that got called rights to scam you into having the scam of contractual liberty that's worldwide already. Signing the contracts is one thing, Robbie Nine. Your parents, they did a little felonious act on you when they contracted you to their registered claimed British monarchy / Vatican world legal fiction debt in military service to the Vatican for life, 1745. But then, Robbie Nine, what happened when you're 16 years old? Wait, not Robbie Nine. X3, what happened to you when you're 16 years old? Where were you at? The DMV. Exactly. Not me. It took me a whole year to go get my driver's license. When you signed that contract, you didn't take your pay rent, Vatican informant, legal guardians to court to charge them with a contractual policy violation like murder crime, which is really a civil suit legal matter. It has to be over $20 in the constitutional debt contract scam. He even used the Freemason scam courts from the Freemason scam churches that are Roman tax-free on purpose by design. URL, the creation of the university by the Catholic Church. Atheist are theists. They're the same thing. One worships God as government from going to religion. The other group of pure slaves worships government as God from going to education to get the programming, Robbie Nine. That's how that works out there. So as you can see, there's not too many people I can recruit all at the same time for VM out there in the listening audience that I don't have. It would be like herding wild dead cats in outer space with no oxygen, Robbie Nine. That's the impossibility I'm trying to achieve. Oh yeah, got to scroll this down. It's hard for me to speak at light speed and type at light speed, Robbie Nine. I can kind of do both. When I used to be in sales, my whole life, basically. 50% of it was even legal, Robbie Nine, about 50%. But, you know, I studied sales and I studied a lot of things. Zig Ziglar and locate, isolate, confirm, and solve, all these formulas for selling people shit. Guess what's not going to work, Robbie Nine? Telling people their entire lives are a lie based on all lies only hidden in legalese. That's not going to work with just my opinion versus a pure / federal programmed belief, not opinion, anti-opinion. Yeah, it's not going to work out that way until I find one artificial person who wants to be a real truth seeker, not an actual truth seeker of the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP research I completed in 2004. After only 10 years, Robbie Nine, that's pretty amazing. 10 years, totally diverted, sidetracked, still saying the law of the land was law. It's not law. I was making false claims outside of court, which don't legally matter, but they do mean things when you don't know a thing. I don't even claim to know anything now because it's all lies. I only anti-know what the scam is. It's like using a double negative in English. Let's get down to the point of the show. See this info here? This is how anti-complicated VM is. This is all you share as VM. This is all of it, except for two things. For VMAQs, VM Army Queens, they're going to be posting a lot of videos. It's going to be the same 1 minute, 16-second video on autism. It's called Autism Conference. Raise your hands. Raise your hand, Robbie. I don't want to give complicated orders because they're so difficult to tap on a link when I put it in somebody's chat room. If you want to go see that, 3 questions are asked. Put the question of the last question asked in the chat. Otherwise, I don't believe anything. I'm not going to believe you. I don't believe anything I'm told. I don't believe anything exists unless I know it exists. That's how I know things. I stopped believing things a long time ago. I don't believe in friends or pals or friendships. I don't believe in love or hate. I use those words sometimes, Robbie Nine, but almost every time I point out that's Vatican pure slave programming, these words like love, hate, good, bad, right, wrong, own, rights law. It's to scam you into having government as God, like everything else you've ever seen. Oh, look, the TV's on, Robbie Nine. Let's watch some federal TV program. Wait a minute. The government passed a new law. I hate that law. I just claim government's my God because I didn't know murder was not against the law because it's a contractual policy violation. Just that one simple point there. If you can't overcome that, you are a pure slave for your entire holy pedophile designed capital L letter civilly dead life. For death for your entire life. Your only life. You don't get extra lives like in a video game, Robbie Nine. I would say my time is valuable because the seconds are running out on my time. I don't have to do this. I'm not Jesus. I don't claim to be the superstar, Antichrist, Roman legal fiction Jesus. God, government, Satan. Same thing. Same thing. How's it scrolling, Robbie Nine? How's my camera footage? Is it actual or real camera footage? I can't tell either. Who cares, Robbie Nine? We're not going to read. Any phone-tired idiot can't read over 9 words. Prove me wrong. Because I sure don't see it in your speech. And if you were completely informed, it'd be the very first thing I say. Words only control your every thought. You see, Robbie Nine? But contractual policy, legal terms, and legal definitions that are opposite English legalese or opposite Spanish legalese or opposite Moroccan legalese or opposite German or Russian or Chinese legalese by holy pedophile design are not what you believe they mean. They're the anti that. They're opposite English debt, contract, scam, word, magic, legal terms. Wow, Robbie Nine. I hadn't hardly said 3 words all day except for maybe to some of the stupid stray cat friendly cats I have wandering around here for free food, for free socialism. My life as a truther goes up and down like a roller coaster, straight up in the air and then boom, straight down as soon as they go back to jumping in the legal fiction cement pond on their cell phones, Robbie Nine. Head first, sailor dive. No water in the cement pond. As soon as it becomes contractual, there's a big swan dive. But as soon as it becomes VM team or do anything as a team, that's super high dive swan dive, Robbie Nine. The little kiddie pool, like the guys at the carnival or the circus used to do. Only they don't land flat, you know, like a belly flop. Straight in sailor dive. Okay, looks like we finished that note there. How many likes do I got on that note? How many? Oh, just one comment here. I guarantee it's not over 100. And I stopped sharing it because people were starting to share it. I know it's anti what the truthers do, Robbie Nine. I don't want them sharing it. Not as VM, not as anti-VM. I don't want you sharing it as VM until you're completely informed and you are the VM speaker of your own the VM army, a faction of it, 27 strong. It can't be 33, Robbie Nine. Then you have a chat room, not an action-taking room. And from 5 years of doing nothing but chat before Farcebook and Fed PSYOP phones, mind control prison cell phones radiate in your brain with the little tiny screens. You can't watch a 3-minute video on. I've never watched a 3-hour documentary on when I've seen them all. They are the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP I named. All of them. Truth about your birth certificate. Oh, it's a straw man, Robbie Nine. It's a debating tactic, not a contract you choose to sign. The government issues you when you're born. See, Robbie Nine? That's slave programming. Okay. What we're doing is a quick version of Truth or Fail News, because that's any post I see. So if she's posted anything today, I already know it's going to be government worship. That's all I see. Barring speaking out against mandatory vaccines, which are contractual, so they're voluntary, Robbie Nine. I could always correct that. But it's kind of hard to go correcting people when they're trying to help people not poisoning their offspring. So doing it in that setting, not going to really help anything. Okay, look, here we go. We got a little fact, like Columbus discovering the New World, America that wasn't conquered by Rome until 1933, with people already here. It's legal fact, though. It's American history. Legal fact. It's on TV. Legal fact. The only kind of fact there is. Scientific law, Robbie 9, the law of gravity. If you look how it's spelled, it's in capitis diminutum minima, capital G, capital L, contractual. How many names in the Bible are in all lowercase? Like my real family name, Mark Douglas, comma, of the House of Oak, not contractual, all lowercase, Robbie 9. Well, that's why I see things no one else can see. And if you say you don't believe in God, good. That's good that you don't believe in God, but it's your government, though. So you do believe in it. You believe you can own things. You believe you can have magical rights that don't exist. And you believe law exists when murder is a contractual policy violation. So you do believe in God. It's your government. Americans, North Americans or South Americans, Robbie 9? Just Americans conquered by Rome in 1933. That's legally correct and accurate, but still brainwashed and clueless at the same time. He didn't do anything to the Jews, Robbie 9, because the Jews can't live to be 825, 850 years old back during Hitler's time. They're not quite 1900 years old now. They're still living today because they have to come from somewhere, Robbie 9. Swedes come from Sweden. They don't have contractual Swedish blood or Jewish blood, Robbie 9, or contractual pure Swede blood. There is no such thing. And if you don't think this constitutional debt contract scam goes back to the lifelong Holy Roman 10% of your life debt contract scam, that's not a contract scam until you sign the church covenant contract, making a legal, official, authorized contract if they were to take it to court. When you're 11 years old, like I did, in the Church of Freemasons that I went to, he didn't kill any Jews because Jews can't live to be almost 1900 years old. Jews came from Judea. Israelis come from Israel. Palestinians come still from the country of Palestine. Israel is a state of federal corporate being. It's basically a U.S. state like Guatemala or Puerto Rico. Robbie 9. When Obama says he's visiting 57 states, he's telling you things. Only you don't know legalese, so you don't know a thing. Is Obama a constitutional president if he was born in Kenya, Robbie 9? Yes or no? Yes, he is. What do you mean? Oh, illegal comma means and or in legalese. So that means a 14-year resident can be born on Mars. Yeah, it does legally and constitutionally mean that. They got you fighting over the stupidest shit I've ever fucking seen. You fucking pure slaves. Stop fucking until you know a thing. No, I'm not for world population control in the artificial person world, Robbie 9. I'm not for killing off people. I'm anti the scam. I'm anti all scammers. This is what the scam does to you and your friends and your actual family, your actual friends, not your real family and your real friends. Give me a fucking break. Okay, now this is somebody that's been at least shown all the information she needs to know in 9 minutes for, I don't know, 2-3 months now. And it upsets me a little bit, Robbie 9, that I can't turn VM into 3 without 2 first. I find it real upsetting. When I first named verbal militia, verbal terrorist, and then verbal militia 60 to 90 seconds later, and tried getting anybody at the Truth Channel at JTV to do anything as a team, I kind of knew the challenge I was taking on, Robbie 9. But back then, if you weren't crying about Jews or saying no planes hit the towers, you could be VM with me. You could talk about the bankers, or you could talk about USS Liberty. Just talk about whatever you want. Just don't cry about Jews. I was already on top of law of the sea stuff. In our courts, what legally matters. Now, if you're a conspiracy theory person of any kind, you can't be VM because the World Vatican constitutional debt contract scam we all run on our offspring for fun. I don't have any offspring. That's a voluntary capital W. What? Not a who. So conspiracy theory isn't just so pure slave perma sheep college retards can lay down like fainting goat freedom fungus, Robbie 9. That's for you idiots in the 9/11, post 9/11 Fed PSYOP truth or fail movement designed you to move right back into voting for Ron Paul, Roman Ron Saul Paul, the pusher of contractual liberty. The scam is contractual liberty worldwide already. It's you signing the contracts, you using anything in the mark of the beast system, man-made by you, man-made. Woman, womb of a man, contractual policy, legal term from the Bible, like they owned your ass when things can't be owned. You signing the contracts, that's how the scam begins. You use it your entire life. You can't just jump outside the contract, Robbie 9. You can't unsign the contracts. I was brainwashed to believe we were truth tellers. We were going to go tell the truth as a team. Not truth teller, Robbie 9. Truth tellers, truthers, truth seekers, or truth tellers. If a liar tells me tomorrow, hey, I lied to you yesterday and I scammed you out of $50. Now do I know the truth, Robbie 9? Not if I don't know the scam. I'm like, well, I still don't get it. What did you do to scam me? And then he's going to tell me everything true about the scam, though, Robbie 9, so he can't ever use the scam on me again. You see? So once a liar lies to you and you know you got lied to, of course, everything after that has to be all real and true, Robbie 9. No, that's not right, Robbie 9. It's correct. It's correct legal fact. It's the way information is controlled in your brain, not your mind, Robbie 9. That's a different thing. The mind doesn't really exist. The brain exists. How it works, we don't really know. But when you're attacked, you want to find the attacker and fend off the attacker, which is a who. But you are in a voluntary debt contract scam. That is a what, not a who. And you can't get out of it. Null and void. Oh, yeah, Mark 27, null and void. And I'll just sign some red pen ink. Man, just everything is diversionary. Once you start knowing this information, then you got a whole truth or fail movement of, look, I'm going to write some letters to the court and beg my government God for remedy to the scam, when the scam is the opposite of that. You're going to get scammed even more by the scam if you keep going to court a bunch of times. It's not just taking days off, what you should be doing to make Vatican anti-money to pay court costs. You're going to be the ones getting your brain shocked with 800 volts of electricity. You keep going to court, you idiots. Okay, we're trying to make some progress, Robbie 9. Anything about the flu shot death. I'm just going to call it what it is, Robbie 9. It's coughing from chemtrails and flu shot deaths on the fake news. If you're replying to that, sharing it in any way, shape, or form, you're just being a town crier for the federal TV programming like Alex Jones. Oh, listen to my take on it. I'm going to chat about the federal TV programming, Robbie 9, whether the Republicans are better than the Democrats. Oh, boy. And scamming Alex Jones, being taken off the internet, that's saying you're going to be the one not being on the internet. I gotta really think that all the words he uses, legalized freedom, contractualized freedom, just everything comes out of that show, man. And I watched it for a decade straight before I was completely informed and loved Alex Jones, was a big fan. Until I started sticking the legal definition of constitutor in his face and watching him lay down like a fainting goat on live Facebook TV programming when he's seen it more than once. Yeah, you don't want to tell a constitupidist that the Constitution is a total scam and shall not mean shall in legalese, Robbie 9. They will lay down harder than any fainting goat you've ever seen. Okay, we got smart meters. I mean, do you want to fight off the mosquitoes with some Raid repellent that doesn't work, Robbie 9, on mosquitoes? because that's all pure slaves do. Oh, look, we got a symptom here. We're going to treat the symptom like going trick-or-treating for cancer treatment. It's never going to change a thing. You're supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do anti-everything you think, believe, or know. That's what VM is. I can tell you, that's what they don't want slaves doing. Because I'm a completely informed free slave because I made it a point to be. If you made it a point to be, you would be you, I would be you, listening to you being me. Oh, don't touch your doorknob. You're going to get chemtrail flu and a flu vaccine death if you touch that doorknob, Robbie 9. And no, I don't have the swine flu, Robbie 9. I just went from smoking a pack of menthols over the past 16 years to about 2 packs a day now from doing this for you pure slaves for free. It cost me, last time I figured it out, $450K in Vatican debt creds that I didn't make doing this research, completing the actual research of the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP for you for free. Not for you to not enslave your offspring's offspring with it for free. VM is the solution. The only solution you'll ever even begin to see. I knew I shouldn't hit that mute button. And I said something about Alex Jones got a $15,000 mute button. Oh, man. That was a wasted show. That was some good stuff I was saying. I got to say so myself, man. And once I do that and do an accidental practice show, Robbie 9, there's no getting it back. So, I don't know, man. I'm just going to close this show down. VMS Fight Club, you haven't even seen the porch yet. I am Tyler Durden. This conversation is over.